Nelson Mandela was born in the Meso, Cape Town, South African Union on 18 July 1998 and died in Johannesburg, South Africa on December 5, 2013. He was a lawyer, an apartheid activist, a South African politician and philanthropist who acted as president of his country from 1994 to 1999. We can also say that Mandela was a person who really fought for equality of races and against discrimination. There are three reasons why he proves it. Mandela united his people through rugby, fought against apartheid, and was president and implemented a social change to unite blacks and whites. As the poor moves Macy's and Hertz, Mandela used rugby, an ancient symbol of white oppression for blacks, to unite his people. South Africa had in 1995 the Rugby World Cup. The South African team, where there was not a single black player, learned the Zulu anthem and won games. Until he reached the final, and it was there that the world saw the power of Mandela. The stadium fell silent and nearly 80,000 people, almost all white, chanted the president's name. And Mandela was recognized as the president of the blacks but also of the whites. Also, Nelson Mandela fought from the beginning against the apartheid law, racial segregation system in South Africa and Namibia, giving legal assistance to the many blacks who could not afford it. And then, as commander-in-chief of the guerrilla organization. He was imprisoned 27 years, but after being released by his friend President Clerc, he was consecrated as the next president of Africa, and he ended with the apartheid. During his government, he developed housing, education, and economy in order to improve the quality of life of most South Africans. Mandela promulgated a new constitution. He also created the Commission for Truth and Reconciliation to investigate human rights violations committed within the apartheid years, both by whites and blacks. In conclusion, Mandela really was an example of a person fighting for human rights, freedom and social equality. Despite all the difficulties he had, such as being in prison for 7 years, he never gave up and continued fighting until he became the president and finished it with everything. For all his efforts, great actions, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize with the Clerc in 1993 and is recognized as a legend throughout the world.